Like we went to Bachelor's Grove, the cemetery where Capone used to throw his bodies. I went there twice and walked it at night. We used to go like at 11 at night, 12 at night. We used to go midnight. We used to go. And to get to the Bachelor's Grove, the entrance of the cemetery, you have to walk through some wooded area.
Yeah.
And we went. I remember looking over the window, and I could have sworn I saw a lady in white like floating by the door. I don't know how the light was on. There's no reason because it was all boarded up like it was closed. The moment I felt like I saw something, me and my homie peeled off. Like we started sprinting so fast that the other guys didn't even look. They just sprinted with us. My little brother, he's like about 5 years younger than I am. When we were kids, he used to get up at night and sleepwalk the house. Sleepwalk the house. One of the nights he got up and he started doing the sign of the cross on each corner of the room.
Yeah.
He was sleeping. Ladies and gentlemen.
Bring us in today, bro. Yeah, I'm going to let you bring us in.
Damn, bring it in. The pressure. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Millennial Podcast.
Uh-huh.
Hosted by the homie, Lucif.
Oh.
My brother-in-law. We're back again, man.
Oh, you actually might have a talent for these, dude.
In the OG studio.
How's about you start your own podcast too, dude?
You think so? I don't know, man.
You brought me in good right there. I was like,
you're the man. Bad. I just got that ASMR voice.
You got that smooth voice.
You know where you feel it?
Yeah. What's everybody been up to lately, man?
Man.
Oh, hold up.
Locked in.
But before I start that, thank you for joining us. You see the like and subscribe button? Hit that right there. And we actually have our audio now on Spotify. So you can, if you don't want to see only the video, you just want to hear it, go
official.
Go to Spotify, go where your favorite podcasts are at, and just go to the Millennial, and it's going to be the same picture that you see on my YouTube channel. So if you only want to do what was that?
Oh,
those were my son's toys that just fell, and I just got the chills of Chucky in my back for some reason.
Damn,
I just watched Chucky this week, and that kind of scared me a little bit.
Yeah, it kind of sounded like Chucky.
Man, you a big guy. How you gonna be scared of Chucky,
bro?
Oh shit!
Hey, what was?
No one even did anything over there.
No one is over there.
Yeah, it's because it's moving. That's why.
There's a lot of energy,
dude. It's Chucky. You see a killer dog coming at you with a knife?
I kick him. Hey, for real? Nah,
Play with me. Play with me.
My name is Chucky.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take off the batteries.
How do you think Chucky would have reacted if instead of calling him Chucky, someone looked at him and was like Charles?
He'll still be like,
"He'll still kill you."
Just call me.
Because that's his real. I mean, Chucky is Charles, right?
Yeah, it's Charles.
Charles.
But yeah, man.
Would he still be scary if he was Charles?
Yeah, dude.
The movie called Charles instead of Chucky?
No.
Charles.
Chucky. Honestly, Chucky was something that terrified me as a child, dude.
Really?
Dude, you know how the weird Mexican, there was Telemundo.
Uh-huh.
And Telemundo, and they'll show like the previews of what the movies that are going to be coming out this weekend, you know?
Yeah.
And they'll show the preview of Chucky.
Oh, shit.
And that scared the fuck out of me as a child because my mom had these ugly ass dolls the same size as Chucky, literally on top of all the decorations, and literally all right. So we were little, and we used to play Nintendo 64 over the summer. We had the summer break, and we had our neighbor in the front. It was Adrian, and we would all get together. We would play like the Pokemon Stadium on Nintendo 64 or some other crappy shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And we all thought because we all saw. He even saw first that the dog blinked. Her eyes just went like. Shut it down, you know. Then I saw it once, and that literally kind of creeped me out too.
Oh shit!
You ever had some paranormal experience like that, dude?
Paranormal experience. I'm trying to think.
La Llorona?
No, dude.
No. Personal paranormal thing. Oh. Now I know a lot of people don't believe in the paranormal. Yes, I understand that, but in the what is it?
No, I fucking did, bro.
You did, right?
Bro, and the thing is, I want to believe in it because like if I get scared or if something paranormal happens, it'll be a sign that there's like an afterlife, or it'll open up my mind to me not thinking that we're just like like a blob of like neurons and all that stuff, it'll open my mind to the spiritual, actual spiritual realm.
I'm a big believer
More.
of the paranormal world.
But I did experience something not too long ago, man. Literally, I'm talking about maybe like 4 months ago. And it's like the first time I ever experienced something that I lived with my partner, like with my girl.
Was this in your house?
In my house, bro. And
fuck
we
outta
both
here.
experienced it together. So the fact that we experienced it together, like, it's not something where like, oh, I experienced it alone, so I got to tell the story, and then like you could be like, oh, you know, no, it's like we both experienced it, and we were just like, what the fuck? We were laying down in our room, and it was about like 11 at night, 11:30. We were laying down talking, and we started hearing like a sound. It sounded like a tire when it's spinning, but it's flat, like a flat
Yeah,
tire.
I get what you mean. Like when it falls off and the like
yeah,
that.
just like a flat tire spinning.
Uh-huh.
And it started getting closer and closer. And we were laying down, lights were off. We were just talking. We were literally just talking about, you know, our day and just having those decompressing talks where you're just chilling, talking. And literally, I was like, do you hear that? And she was like, yeah. I was like, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
And it was getting closer and closer. Bro, it got so close. Now, mind you, we're on the second level, so we're not on the ground. We're like up here. Our room is up top.
Looks like.
Yeah. So it was to the point, bro. It was so close, and it was like louder and louder. It sounded like wings flapping.
Yeah.
It was right outside my window. I have a big window in my house like in my room. It has a big window that you can see outside from. Bro, this thing was right outside the window, loud, bro. It was rattling the window. Bro, it was not a car, because a car goes and then or a motorcycle. No, this thing was outside the window,
like flapping of wings or something like that.
Yeah, it was like.
You wouldn't think it was a bird or anything.
It was huge. It
Too
was
huge.
loud. Yes, bro. I get up, and literally, bro, my bed where I was laying, it's not too far from the window. We have big curtains that cover our window so the sun won't get in, because it's a big window.
Yeah.
I get up, I shit you not, I start walking toward the window to open it to see what it was. As I'm walking towards the window to open it, I'm a little hesitant because I'm a little freaked out. This shit is fucking loud. As I'm walking, bro, the moment that I opened the window, it stopped.
Oh shit.
Bro, I'm not playing. Shit. The moment I opened the window, it was like I grabbed the window, I go like that, and it stopped. There was nothing. It was loud. Bro, that shit was outside the window, and it was so loud.
I have a story like that too. What about you, man?
No, I don't got no stories.
No paranormal at all. You never went through anything that brought you chills down your spine that you experienced.
It took me this long in my life to experience it, but
nothing.
Yeah.
No?
Nope.
You are one lucky son of a bitch, bro.
Shit, because if I did, I'd probably fucking have a heart attack.
Because if I remember right, I was in junior high, if I remember. I would say maybe 6th grade, 7th grade, you know, living in those apartments, you know, they call it the lane, you know where it is, the lane. We used to live there. And me and my brothers used to share one room in the apartment upstairs. It was like, you know how those in the lane, those apartments are like where you live. Exactly the same kind of apartment that you live. Yeah. Just like maybe like few, I would say 3 more buildings down the road.
But they're all the same, right?
Yeah, they're all the same. You know how you have 2 rooms upstairs. You know, you got those little 7 stairs going up right there. Yeah. You got that room, then the next room, and the bathroom. That's your home. Yeah. And my parents would sleep downstairs, you know, from the kitchen. The basement. The basement. That was where my parents sleep, all right? And us boys, we had the one room, the biggest one, because we're all 3 of us boys, and my sister, your wife, she had her own room, right? Mm-hmm. So, at nighttime, we had the beds, you know, and it would be close to the window, and I don't know why I'm the only one that woke up to it. I will hear this on the window, like literally knocking, and that woke me up a couple times, and I ignored it. I was thinking it was those fucking birds, and maybe they're making like a nest around here or somewhere like that. Mm-hmm. But all right, then it happened the next night. Knocks, and that shit scared me. To me, that cannot be a coincidence right there. It will come out every freaking time, and that scared the hell out of me. One time, I woke up in the middle of the night, and I was me and my brother will have the same bed together, and I'll be sleeping on the edge. I woke up and I'm like, it's just one of those times you just woke up in the middle of the night for no freaking reason. I look up, I shit you fucking not. I still to remember this day. I remember seeing a hooded fucking figure, almost like the Grim Reaper, but with no face, and it would be a hooded figure, and with the robe. When I saw that shit, I still remember. I got the blankets over my freaking head, and I turned around towards my brother Wicho, and I just tucked in my head like that. I was just forcing myself to fucking sleep. That was my first paranormal fucking experience, dude.
Oh shit.
That till these day, I still get chills. And there was another time that happened. Me and my brother, we used to wake up in the middle of the morning, 4 a.m. morning, just to watch cartoons. We couldn't get up, I was one of those kids that didn't want to go downstairs by himself.
Yeah.
So we watched TV. We'll sit down in the freaking carpet like these, and then we had those box TVs back then, So you turn it on. We were watching something, and I don't know where these mass of black thing came around us like that, going around.
Shit.
I don't know. My brother remembers that. I don't know, but I still to this day, I remember that these mass. I would say think about it as a ball, but it's a foggy black, and it was going all around us like that, going around us like that, and that scared me like that. I turned off the TV, and we ran like a bat out of hell. He went first, and I was the last one because I had to shut him off like that. And I just ran. We ran toward bed, and we went to sleep, dude.
Y aún así te has portado mal? Even with all that you've seen, you still misbehaved?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Naughty boy?
I got one.
Yeah.
It was one of my ex. I used to live with her. So we were watching La Llorona, the movie. So it was me and my
Mis hijos.
Te presto los míos.
She had kids, so that was like my stepdaughter. So we were watching it. Yeah, it was like 3 a.m, and we finished the movie. So we put like a funny movie so we could go to bed. So 5 minutes, they were trying to open the door, and they could not go in. So I went to open the door, but like going to the door, I was like shivering, like something is gonna pop out or something.
Yeah, you had that feeling for some reason. There's something behind that door you feel.
Yeah.
And you just don't want to open it, but you're still going to, right?
Yeah. So I stopped, and I was like, nah, we should just leave it like that. So we started watching the movie and everything. And like 1 second, they were trying to open the door.
The rattling of the doorknob, right?
Doorknob. So, but we had ¿cómo se llama? Like a screen door.
Yeah.
But we didn't heard it that opened it.
Yeah.
So I was like, fuck it,
Oh, the screen door from the outside, right?
No, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, you don't hear the creaking sound that it makes before you get into the main door. Yeah.
So we were like, we called the cops. She called the cops, like, oh, they're trying to break us in. And then the next day.
At 3 a.m, you call the cops? Oh, shit.
But but the thing is, you live in the lane too.
No, that was when I was living with my ex.
Okay, I was gonna say because the whole, you heard that all that lane is haunted.
No, that I used to live with her like in Chicago. So her mom, the next day, she had a camera towards the trailer, and she said, "Oh my God, look at it!" She said that there was a lady dressed in white, walking like cripple, and try to open the door.
Oh hell no,
bro! Like for real, like she told us that she seen the cameras. She told us like, "Oh, why you guys call the cops?" No, that my ex girlfriend told her mom like, "Oh, we call the cops." She was like, "Yeah," but before the cops arrived, I seen the old lady going up the stairs and try to open the door. And she said the next day when she looked at the cameras, no había nada.
That's fucking creepy, bro.
And
That bro, like, Leah. Oh
yeah, that's
man,
fucking
I got
creepy,
two more
bro.
experience if you want to hear it.
Well, just to piggyback off the fact that you said about that black
The
orb.
black mess.
Yeah, I believe that because my uncle and my grandfather, rest in peace, mi abuelo Valente, him and my uncle, when my uncle was, I think he said he was like 15, but back, he's an older gentleman now, but when he was about 15, he said they used to live around the same area over by the pools.
Yeah.
They used to be living in, no, it was over by the bowling alley.
The bowling alley, yes.
They used to live in
heard
an
about that
apartment. They
place.
used to live in an apartment out there.
I heard stories about those places.
And this was a different time, it wasn't like
Yeah.
the 90s. And might have been late 80s. Yeah, like late 80s, maybe early 90s. And he said that yeah, man, that out the bathroom a red orb. He said about the size of a ball, maybe
like
a bowling ball or
tennis
something.
balls or
Just
something
came
like
out of the bathroom, a red
Mhm.
ball. And it was just like scary. He said that like dishes would fly out at the shelves. He said that like the faucets would turn on.
Dude, that is literally something.
He told me
that's
that.
trying to get
Him
them
and my
out of there,
grandfather.
easily trying to get them out of there.
Yeah, but like, even with all that, man, like me and my homies, and I know you got some stuff to share, but even me and my homies, bro, we used to look for this stuff. Like we went to Bachelor's Grove, the cemetery where
Yeah.
Capone used to throw his bodies. I went there twice and walked it at night. We used to go like at 11 at night, 12 at night. We used to go midnight. We used to go. And to get to the Bachelor's Grove, the entrance of the cemetery, you have to walk through some wooded area.
Yeah.
And we went, and it was like a group of like 5 of us, and we all went with our phone flashlights. And one of the time, I think the second time we went, we kept checking our backs, and I didn't want to be the guy all the way in the back,
Yeah.
but I was like, I think second to last. And I remember at one point I looked back and we saw a light in the distance, and we started walking toward it because it was back towards where we had came in from.
Yeah.
And it was these 2 girls, like pale as hell. So these 2 girls by themselves,
Yeah.
young females, and we were just like, what? And they're like, and then they just walked in front of us and then disappeared. They actually took the lead, and we weren't with them. They just kind of went on their own. So we were just kind of like, we're over here like 5 guys. They're just these 2 girls just going to explore the cemetery.
You didn't even bother to say, "Hey, what's up?" You trying to explore the same thing. Nothing.
Everybody's like, we're all like on that like our senses are heightened. We're all just kind of like on like, let's get
Paranoid.
yeah, a little paranoid. So we're just kind of like looking out for our group, ourselves. So we just let them go do their thing, and we walked, and yeah, we saw that. We looked at the cemeteries. One of my homies, there was a cemetery that said infant child.
Damn.
That's what it said, infant child. And one of my homies, there was a little orange Bible.
Yeah.
My homie grabbed it and ripped the page off of it.
Dude, that is
That's crazy.
literally
Isn't that crazy?
disrespectful.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
And I never did that, but I mean, we were there, I did that. We went to Munger Road,
I heard about
which people
Yeah,
have
I heard about
debunked.
that.
People have debunked it, but we walked Munger
Yeah.
Road all the way, like the
I used to
longest road.
take
We
that
walked
road.
it.
I used to take that road for a delivery
Mhm.
company, and it was still daytime. It was in the morning. It was going. The sun's starting to rise, so it's not that dark there.
Mhm.
But I would feel the chills going down that road. I hated going down there, but it was one of the ways that I had to get just to go to this one restaurant.
Yeah.
And I hated that fucking shit.
Yeah, we also went to this haunted asylum that we couldn't find the entrance to. We went, we used to always park the car. We walked and we couldn't find the entrance, and the entrance ended up being like, we literally were looking. We're like, dude, it's supposed to be here. We look, I shit you not, I look to my left and I see a fence, because it was like a lot of dirt road,
Yeah.
a lot of dirt, a big open field with dirt. I shit you not, we were about to give up. I look to my left, I see a fence, and it was broken into, like it was bent from the bottom, like someone had snuck in.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know why. I'm like, but I feel like that's the way. I remember I said, I'm like, I feel like that's the way. Like somebody has gone there. We and these are all on different occasions, different days that we went, search for this paranormal shit. We went under the fence because I'm like, I don't know. Something tells me. And we walked, and we got to the building where it was supposed to be a haunted asylum, then turned into a old people home. But it was closed down, so it was all boarded up. And we didn't go inside, but we walked all around it. And me and the homie think we saw something in one of the windows, because one of the windows all the way in the back, did not have a board. It was not boarded up. And I remember it was like two guys that were more ahead of us. Then it was like two guys like walking more in the middle and two guys that had stayed back a little bit. We were kind of walking in like separate groups, but separate little cliques. But I remember looking over the window and I could have sworn I saw a lady in white like floating by the door. I don't know how the light was on. There's no reason because it was all boarded up like it was closed. The moment I felt like I saw something, me and my homie peeled off. Like we started sprinting so fast that the other guys didn't even look. They just sprinted with us.
Damn.
Yeah, man. We explored all that shit, and yet.
What is that one saying that you would say, you go look for something and something's going to find you like that? Like that you say?
That's what they say.
Yeah. You're going to look for something. That thing's going to look for you back. You're going to find it.
Mm-hmm.
But what is that saying you said, dude?
You better start running.
Yeah, it's that.
Like that?
Yeah, man. In Spanish, like lo buscas, lo vas a encontrar. Yeah, people say that.
And there's another one. I don't think you ever met him. Maybe you have. An old friend of mine, Paco, but we call him Birdie G. He used to live by over the place called Highview. There's apartments out there.
I think, yeah.
So I stayed one night with him. Just you getting paranoid there?
No, I seen a fly.
All right, my bad. So
If it was a fly,
I'm staying over. I'm just gonna sleep over. Shit, all good. We're watching the movie. We're all good. So his mom and dad are in the kitchen right there next to the living room, and me, my boy Birdie G, and his brother. We are watching that one movie, Ninja Assassins. Remember that? That came out, Ninja Assassin.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, the bathroom's right there, and the freaking door of the room next to it just went slap. And we're on the living room and the kitchen right here, and we're the only ones there, and nobody else is over there. And we saw that door slam, like with full force, like somebody was pissed off, boom, like that. Mm-hmm. And that got all of our attention, like, hey, who's over there? Like, no, we're all here. And like, hey, and he was going to his mom and dad to tell, Mom, Dad, you in the kitchen or you in the room? Like, we're right here. And they stood up. We're all here. Like, who the hell is over there?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, we went to explore. We were freaking scared. Birdie G, I remember him grabbing a freaking little, like rosario,
Yeah.
in his hand. And we just went to see nobody. To this day, we still, I still slept over, but we stayed in the living room.
Mm-hmm.
We slept over in the living room, but we saw that door.
Yeah.
Slam with fucking force for no reason. And it was winter, so the windows were not freaking open at all.
Okay.
So that freaked me out. It gave me the chills down my spine.
Yeah.
And you ever experienced sleep paralysis when you sleep?
Mm-mm.
That if you wake up in the middle of the night, you're awake, but you can't move.
No, I've never have.
You never know.
That's called La Muerte está arriba de ti.
Yeah, when
Sube el muerto.
devil falls.
Mm-hmm.
That devil falls on you.
I had that.
Yeah.
You have that? You've had that before?
Yeah.
I've had that, dude. I woken up and it's in this room. I will say maybe
I'm out of here.
6 years ago. I would say 6 years ago.
We're ending the podcast now. I'm out of here.
I woke up with sleep paralysis, and I'm facing up. I can't move worth the shit.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I just close my eyes and try to get as much force as I can build up to like finally break free. Next, I'm already standing up.
Oh,
and
shit.
I had a drawer right there in front of me, and like the drawer's already standing. I'm in front of the
shit.
dresser, and I'm like, try to force I know that I was not intending to freaking stand up.
Yeah.
But I was already standing up.
That's fucking creepy.
I woke up already at first, looking at the ceiling right here in my room, and I closed my eyes so I can at least break free and move my arms like that. Next thing I open my eyes, I'm already standing up and looking in my dresser like this.
Damn.
I don't know what happened that shit 7 years ago. I don't know what happened that day. But to this day, I'll still think about that once in a while. And I hope I don't have sleep paralysis ever again.
Were you able to still sleep in that room after that?
I'll force myself.
Yeah.
I would literally, for at least a whole week, I'll cover my whole self up with a blanket. I had 2 blankets. I ignore everything I put. And I will sleep with headphones on.
That helps you?
Yeah, just for that whole week,
I
and eventually I
can't.
forgot about it.
Yeah, I can't. Like, if I'm scared, like, I can't not see it. Like, I have to, like, I can't be covered and feel like there's something outside of the covers. I have to, like, be looking and have a light on and not
But,
headphones. I need to be able to hear
but
what's coming.
we've all experienced some kind of shit like that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Even my mom and my dad have some fucking experiences like that. They even told
They've heard
even
it.
my
They've heard
dad,
it.
even my dad told me the story of him and my uncle. They were sharing bed in Mexico, and something was jumping on top of them, and their bed on top of them. They're under the blanket, and he told me there were hoofs. You know what a hoof is, guys?
What is it?
You know, like a goat, their feet,
Oh,
like that. Something was jumping and stomping on top of them. And he told me that story a long time ago, but he told me that story.
Yeah, my grandpa has a story too. My dad tells it too that he you know what a Catrín is?
Is that like a Katrina, you know, like the girl with the skeleton face, you know that?
Let me
But with un charro this time, it's a male with a skeleton face?
no, a Catrín is I'll tell you right now real quick. A Catrín is a male figure Mexican Day of the Dead celebration, but they're usually dressed like all dapper, like in a suit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Skeleton, like candy skulls, like that.
Yeah, but my grandfather said it was just like an older looking gentleman, tall, and he said he was chasing him, throwing fireballs at him, and he said that he got chased by the devil. And my grandfather said in Mexico, and he said that happened to him. He was throwing balls of fire at him.
It's just Mexico, dude. There's literally a lot of paranormal shit that happens down there, dude.
Yeah.
It's because probably there's a lot of mass murders, you know, unsolved deaths right there. And
It's so interesting, man.
So
like,
interesting. It is.
You misbehave. Like sometimes you think, like, man, I've misbehaved. I've done, X, Y, and Z. Like, why come I haven't seen or experienced certain things, or like, I don't know.
Because I've experienced a lot.
Because I've experienced like the story I was telling you about the window.
Yeah.
But aside from that, I cannot think of anything else.
Dude, you are one lucky son of a bitch.
I mean, I don't know how much you want to delve into it, but when I was a kid, in my parents' old house where you used to go to record, when we used to record music as kids
back in the day,
where I had the OG studio. Me and my brother, we used to sleep together in our room, and I was a kid, and I would get frightened easily, and stuff too as a child. But my little brother, he's like about 5 years younger than I am. When we were kids, he used to get up at night and sleepwalk the house. Sleepwalk the house. One of the nights he got up and he started doing the sign of the cross on each corner of the room.
Yeah.
He was sleepwalking. My parents didn't want to wake him up because they had heard that it's bad to wake people up when they sleepwalk. You don't want to startle them or wake them up because they can.
My sister used to do the same thing. You didn't know about that?
I didn't know that.
Ask my parents.
Yeah.
They would tell her that she was just a little kid only.
Yeah.
When
he was probably like 4 or 5, 6.
Yeah, around that age, you know.
Yeah.
Ask my mom. She would just wake up at, she would fall asleep in the couch, and she would just wake up, and she didn't know that she was sleeping still, you know. So
yeah,
I never had
he would get up a lot,
Yeah.
like all the time. Like he would get up at night, middle of the night, bro. He would get up and walk the house, and it was a pretty decent sized house.
Yes, I know.
3 floors. So he would walk the house, bro, and be sleepwalking all over the place. And
did your parents wake up and be close to him?
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming when they would wake up. What if there was nights they didn't? And I know I was probably a heavy sleeper, so I don't even remember waking up to see him. I wouldn't wake up. I would be knocked out, but my parents did. And one time they even brought a priest from Mexico and let him stay in the house. And they didn't tell me this, but they set up a camera in our room pointing directly at the bed, and they had the film, and they had the priest review the film. And they didn't want to tell me. I remember they all went into a room and they were watching something. And I was like, oh, what's going on? They're like, oh, no, it's because we're watching this and that. And they didn't want to tell me because they didn't want me to be scared. And, and then when I got older, they ended up telling me, like, you want to know? They're like, in one of the videos when we recorded, they're like, we see a shadow that looks like a hand come and, like, touch you guys when you guys were sleeping. Like,
oh, shit.
Yeah. Yeah, like yeah,
and I have one like that too because
my brother used to wake up at night and sleepwalk. Yeah,
and I have a little experience like that too.
Yeah. Bookie. Yeah, tell Bookie.
There's an experience like that, and this is one of my uncle. He's right now upstairs. My uncle right now. he slept in the room once with for a couple of months, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and they will hear me literally banging on the wall for some reason, you know,
Uh-huh.
and he will literally be literally trying to shut me off, thinking I'm just like playing or something like that. One night he told me that he threw the pillow at me, and I caught it in midair, and I literally stood up and I just looked at him mean, but my eyes were like open like that and just looking at him mean, like growling.
And you had been asleep?
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't even
shit.
know that I did that. I literally grabbed it in midair. He said, and he was in his bed was just a mattress on the floor at the other end of the wall, so he can shut me up. One day he said he threw the freaking pillow at me.
You were
and
snoring or what?
Hmm?
You were snoring, or why
Oh,
would he
no.
want to shut you up?
No, that I just kept banging on the wall and moving
Oh.
around, tossing like that.
Oh,
and-
okay.
and just almost like snarling in my sleep.
Yeah.
He threw the pillow. He said that I caught it in midair, and I kind of sat up, you know.
Yeah.
And I looked at him like that, and he says that a little snarl came like,
Oh, damn.
and that I came out of my voice. He said, and he told me to this day it still gives me shivers down his fucking spine. And he said he told me he was scared as shit, and all I did is just turn back, and I fell back to sleep, and I let go of the pillow.
Oh, shit.
That is one thing that I didn't know that I actually did.
That's
And he
fucking
told
crazy.
me the next day, and he told my mom. And in my same, or I'll say maybe the same week, my mom went to the church and she got little holy water, and she started praying around the same room. And ever since that, I never did it again.
Oh, man.
Even when we moved to this house, she prayed everywhere, and nothing's happened here, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Well, one thing happened. Your sleep.
yeah,
paralysis.
except for the first, it just probably leaked in, you know.
Yeah.
But that's
Dang.
about it. Dude,
That's
we
crazy.
just had a little spooky little thing going on right there.
Man, I'm trying to cut this podcast and go to the church.
Go to the church.
Wait till October. Wait till October. We're gonna be talking a lot of the paranormal shit.
Yeah, I got some. I got a couple more things too.
I got more
For that.
stories that I experienced from jobs too.
Shit, I ain't gonna
Yeah, I
be
got a
here.
few more things too, and
Because
yeah,
I
it's
used,
just
we're gonna say this till October.
yeah, yep.
Yeah, I used to work at a small warehouse,
Oh,
and
yep.
there was this little corner where they say you gotta go into the doors like that and get something that was a little, and some shit happened to me
Mm-hmm.
that day that I experienced, and I told them like, you saw the same shit, didn't you? And they say we don't like going in there. Nobody does. Like, I didn't know, but they told me to go get something. They knew what was going on.
Mhm.
That it was their imagination, and they saw that I experienced the same thing. Until these days, we still talk about it once in a while. Guys will still talk once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you still remember that time, that little corner of the building? Yeah,
Yeah, my mom is really spiritual.
yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the times I feel like her prayer, I know she prays a lot for her family, and I feel like a lot of that stuff, I do trust it. You know, I tell her, my mom, all the time, like, Mom, pray for me.
Yeah.
My mom just pray for me. And she's like, how come why don't you pray for me? I'm like, I do, Mom. I'm like, but pray for me.
Do you believe in heaven and hell?
Do I believe
Yeah.
in heaven and hell?
Yeah.
Man, you know,
Yeah.
I believe there is a hell and a heaven.
I feel like everybody's experience with like death and stuff is really personal. Like everybody individually, as you as yourself, me as myself, him, everybody has their own personal, very, very personal
Of course.
relationship with death, because we all go through it individually. It's not like you die with someone else.
Of
you-
course. dude,
you're-
of course.
So everybody has like their very personal, and some people feel this way. But do I believe in heaven or hell? It's just like, man, I don't know.
My
I feel like
belief is these: there is a heaven, and there is a hell, and there is good, and there is evil. There's always a balance.
there's
There is a
definitely a
balance.
balance. It's a divine.
Sometimes I
beautiful
still
balance.
have nightmares for some
Interesting.
reason, and I feel these must be hell.
This.
What I dream about.
Oh,
Sometimes I'll still get nightmares for some reason, somewhere that I've never been, but I still have those dreams. Think about this. Picture this in your head if you want to close your eyes. Everything's red, cloudy, lightning, and there's bodies all over. And for some reason, I'm able to smell some kind of flesh burning, some kind of putrid smell in my dreams. To these days, I'll have maybe few times a year, maybe once or twice, but I still get those nightmares of screaming, churning, literally deep crying, torture. For some reason, I get those dreams once in a while. Like I am personally there witnessing what's going on. And I see red. I see like, you know what blood looks like?
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I'm able to smell what's in my dream. It smells like nasty rotting.
Have you ever
And I hear screaming, crying, begging for mercy. And I hear angry, monstrous laughing like they're loving it. Whatever
you
these
should
things,
be a pastor.
whatever these things are enjoying.
pastor? That sounds like al pastor.
Think about
I'm hungry.
if you ever heard
Some
of
tacos.
a demonic laugh, if you ever like that, by laughing, they're enjoying it. That I also hear in the background,
What if in death you experience?
and it's hot.
What if
some
hell is
reason.
you experiencing everything you fear in death? So like, let's say you die, and next thing you know, like you appear like in underwater, like in the ocean,
Yeah,
and a freaking huge megalodon, a huge shark just eats you,
no,
rips you apart, and then you die again, and then you die again, and a freaking huge snake just like comes, and you experience all these deaths that you're afraid of just because it's
There's
hell.
only one thing in this whole world that I am completely afraid of.
But is that even scarier than purgatory? Have you ever heard of purgatory?
I heard of purgatory.
That's pretty fucked up too, man.
You are stuck in the middle.
I've heard it's nothing. It's pure white, and there's nothing there.
I
You're
heard
in
something.
white.
You ever heard of
Nothing.
Dante's Inferno? Or
I know it's a video game.
no. It's the 9 circles of hell. It's a story. It's also the Divine Comedy. It's in Italian, but it's about the 9 circles, and purgatory is one of the first ones. It's where all these souls are stuck.
Is it 9 or 7?
It's 9 circles, or 9 or 7 circles of hell.
It's 9.
Dante's Inferno. Look it up. It's literally it's on YouTube, and they call it the Divine Comedy. You know,
Okay.
but it's Italian. You know,
Mm-hmm.
but it's in it's translated in English and whatever. There is a movie based on it too. It's called in France they had those tunnels underground.
The catacombs?
The catacombs. It's about the catacombs.
Okay.
You never seen that movie? I think it's called
Is it with Nicolas Cage?
No.
No.
It's when they go down to the catacombs and they're going deeper and they see
They get to the gates of hell?
yeah, like that. They're going through all the 9 circles of hell, you know?
Okay.
And all of them, each one is a different one, and literally the last one is where the devil is. Everything's frozen. Is when in the 9th circle of hell is when you are with the devil and you are frozen in ice, and you are still alive, feeling the frozenness. I think it's when your head is sticking down and your upper body's up.
Oh,
you know?
shit. And you like the cold, so you'll be all right. I hate the cold.
Bear.
There is one circle in hell that your body is literally torn and everything, like it's trees. You're hanging in trees like that, you know.
Man.
But that's all. That's another. There is the main thing that I am afraid of. Everything else is hell, and I'm a big believer of heaven and hell. You know.
So you want to go to heaven?
I would rather go to heaven.
You don't want to be like Biggie Smalls, where he says like, if I die, forget I want to go to hell because I'm a piece of shit. It ain't hard.
But yeah, that's about it.
That's crazy, man.
That's why I always tell people, behave. You know, I might be religious or not. It's up to you. If you are and you believe in that, just do good in life.
Supposedly, when you die, you get first purgatory while you wait your, I guess your whether you go to heaven and hell, and that's why people don't quote me, but I think that's why people do the rosaries where they pray for you for those days, because if I'm not mistaken, they're trying to get you out of purgatory.
Yeah.
Like that's what they're doing. They're trying to
Probably
guide
to
you
how-
to the light.
Yeah, guide you into the afterlife.
Yeah, man.
But everybody has their own thing. Every religion's got their own thing.
Yeah.
And I respect every religion. That is their belief.
Yeah.
And that is their thing. And I'm not gonna convince them these. I'm gonna
Impose.
convince them. Nope. That is what you believe, and that is your thing. You know.
Yes, sir.
Man. All right, let's
Shit,
get it. Let's brighten up a little bit. You know.
Yeah, for real.
All right, let's go into
was a
one
little
of the
grim.
topics. Would you rather lose the ability to cry, or what it says,
We're sad
or
again.
cry every day for 20 minutes randomly?
Cry.
Lose the ability to cry?
No, I want to cry.
You want to cry, right?
Yes.
What about you, dude?
Probably cry too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You want to cry?
Sometimes I cry.
yeah, but
Aww. the
oh,
world's smallest
You
violin
are-
plays for the man.
play. I think I will twist mine.
Twist your what, nipples?
no,
I'm just kidding.
no.
That would make me cry.
I do that and randomly every day. I do that randomly every day, and I'm not gonna tell you when, but you
Oh,
might
wow.
notice it one day.
Damn. Some people can flex their pecs. Some people can just
Do.
twist their nipples.
That's awesome right there. They can flex their pecs. That's cool, dude. They can do the like that's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
peck them like like that's cool. Arnold Schwarzenegger about
Yeah.
it. But like I was saying, I would twist mine into making a like an asshole. You know, if somebody, let's say I'm crying randomly for this 20. You see me crying randomly. It's 20 minutes. I'm gonna be crying for 20 minutes, and people are gonna ask me, "Bro, why are you crying? Why are you crying?" I would literally twist it on them. Oh, dude, I'm crying because I'm happy.
Oh.
Why are you happy, bro? Your mother's a dumb whore with a fat ass.
Oh my god.
I was happy. She's got a fat ass, your mama.
Happy tears.
It's happy
Yeah.
tears. I am a dickhead. I will twist it like that. I'm always doing something stupid. Why are you crying? Oh, when I yawn, you see me yawn, right? And I get tears, right?
Same. A lot.
People have asked me,
Yes.
why are you
Same
crying?
here.
Because I'm hungry, bro. I'm fucking hungry. That's why you cry. I'm hungry, bro.
Yeah, I do the same thing. I yawn. It makes me like tear up a lot.
I'm always saying something stupid. Why are you crying? My wife was the man last night.
Oh my lord.
I just gonna. I like reversing shit on people. You know? But I was one day I am gonna use that. Your mom's a dumb whore, and she's got a fat ass. I'm gonna use that one
Oh my
day.
god.
I'm gonna use that. I have not used it yet, and I will do it because I like being a dick.
Oh my god. Good luck.
I'm probably gonna piss off the wrong person.
I was gonna say, careful with that one.
Hey,
Don't do Bruce Lee in your ass.
I'll probably be in the ground. She still got a fat ass.
That ass still fat though.
But yeah, come on. If somebody sees you randomly crying for 20 minutes,
Yeah.
are you literally gonna tell them like just a random thing, or what would you say? I know what I would say, but what about you guys?
What would you say if somebody saw you crying? Was it every day?
Every day
At a different point.
to
just
the
every day?
end of life, once a day.
But it
for
could be
20
random
minutes.
time.
Yeah,
What
better
would
be
you
when you're
say?
off work.
I'll
Yeah.
probably be like, man, I'm crying because I'm out of work. I don't gotta deal with these bullshit materials.
What if we grew up Mexican and our dad say that, saw that's crying like that? What would they say?
I don't know.
What would your
would
dad
they
I
say?
don't know.
Shit, he'd be like, "What the fuck?"
The fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Yeah,
Ma, pinche marica, cabrón.
probably. I hope he doesn't say that to me, but yeah, he probably would. Like,
Come on,
Treat my
our
ass.
parents are
Oh,
old
I know.
school.
I know.
I don't think we'd ever see them cry like that. And
No. No.
They're old school.
I think I saw my
It's
dad-
hardcore.
I think the first time I saw my dad cry, it was probably when his pop passed,
Oh, that is justable.
and even then,
That
it
is-
wasn't like sobbing, like uncontrollable.
That's justable, dude. I mean,
But man, crying the reason I choose crying is because it feels good to cry.
like let it out instead of.
I can't remember the last time I cried,
Yeah.
but when I do, I do remember the last time I cried. Yeah, and I felt it, and it felt good, but like I needed to. It was holding my second child.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, but she was like a baby, but she was already like, it wasn't at the hospital or nothing. It was just like I was home and I was listening to this song. Have you ever watched Encanto,
You
the Disney movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching. I wasn't watching Encanto. I was playing music for my second child, the baby, and that song came out, and that song makes me hella emotional. If you ever hear what it says "Ay oruguita," it's like a caterpillar, and it talks about like don't hold back, you have to fly. It talks about basically like the how life transpires and the caterpillars become a butterfly, and how you don't want to hold the butterfly back, so you have to let the caterpillar evolve and become. And I was just looking at my kid. Let
it free, let it grow, you know?
Yeah, and I was just like, ah, man, like life can be so sad and so hard. And I was just looking at my child and like thinking like, I have to let you grow and I have to let you fend for yourself at some point. I fucking cried, man. Like I literally started tearing, and like those were like those tears that you feel.
I understand.
Yeah, that was probably like the last time. Not too.
Everybody's different. Some people cry over some certain different thing, you know.
Yeah.
Me, I hate crying because it just turns into anger. Like I literally, if I cry, I just start getting pissed off, and I just start thrashing everything around me. That's when I just drive off and go somewhere lonely.
Even when you're sad, you become destructive with it.
Yeah, I become for some reason destructive, and I just start throwing attitude towards everybody, you know.
Yeah.
And angrily. That's why if every time I start, like, you see me depressed and start like going down like road, you will see me run away and just drive off somewhere, you know, so I won't be destructive to those around me, you know. Okay. Because eventually my anger does get the best on me, and I'm just gonna end up being in somebody's face, you know. Yeah. That's just me.
Yeah. There's therapy for that, man.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that.
There's therapy
you
for
need
that.
Therapy for that.
Yeah, because that's like just how you deal with your emotions. And
yeah,
stuff.
It's I guess that is, everybody deals with their emotions differently, you know. Yeah. And some of us don't like dealing with them, and it just takes over, and I hate that. That's why sometimes I just become emotionless these days. I just, for some reason, I can shut it off. There are times
anger is still an emotion, though. Do you still get mad?
Yeah, but eventually I catch myself getting angry, then I just tell myself, shut it off, you know. And I just don't feel that thing anymore. You look at me like, damn, is this guy normal or something? Yeah. You just shut it off. Yeah. People have noticed that about me. Like, I just, like a flick, I just flicked it off. And I just stopped being angry. And it's just something that I learned to do in time. Because it just, if you let your emotions get the best of you, it will drive you somewhere differently that you wouldn't want to go. Of course. And it's driving me to places that I really regret. And that's how I learned all my freaking lessons. Yeah.
You still need therapy.
But yeah, dude.
BetterHelp. That brings us to our sponsor, BetterHelp.
Yeah, but I don't have a sponsor.
I know, right? They should sponsor us.
One day I'll probably have a sponsor, the more they keep getting. So yep. One day, I mean, sponsors. I mean, how does that work? Honestly, what did you know?
Yeah. It's all about statistics, and if you bring listeners and they see your analytics and they see that people listen to you, then they look at like the age people are listening to. They study basically your pod, how it's doing and everything, and the brands will say, "Hey, you have a big audience. It's on brand with what you do. We think that you can do it," and they'll pay you.
Because I've heard some.
Maybe it's a contract, it depends. But also, it could also be, and something I would probably do is not wait for them to reach out to you, but you can also reach out to them and be like, hey, I got this podcast. This is how I'm doing. Like, I
honestly thought they come to you. I didn't know that you actually can go to them.
If you go to them, though, they have, it's all about leverage. Yeah. Leverage, right? So if you go to them, they're going to have a leverage. So if you go to them, they might say, yo, this podcast just came to us, but they're pretty good. But they came to us, so we have the control. So we can give them a shittier deal, and they already want to work with us, so they'll pay you less. But if you wait for them to come to you, then like you have leverage. So at that point you can like set your own standards. All about leverage, but
So that's how it works, huh?
Yeah. It's all a business.
I've heard some
It's all a
podcasts,
business.
and they do go to a, like, I'll say maybe a 30-second pause to talk about certain thing. You know, like the one thing that I heard about it, I will hear in the podcast is called Manscape.
Oh yes.
I mean, do you ever heard of those the sponsors by? Have you ever gone to the link they have in it? What is it exactly? Have you clicked on it? That sponsor?
For some, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blue Chew.
Blue
yeah.
Chew. Yep.
Oh, Blue Chew. Blue Chew, right? Zing.
Zynga. Yeah.
What? But Blue Chew. That's the man enhancement Viagra, right?
Yeah, it's the same ingredients as tadalafil and
it's
Sildenafil.
it was all over
Some shit like
Instagram actually.
It's
Was it
still all over?
It still is, right?
Not mine.
No?
For real, no. I don't get ads. I only know them because of podcasts.
Yeah.
I listen to a good amount of podcasts. You know,
It was mostly Blue Chew was all over Instagram. Every time I scroll down, it will say it will start off with
it's trying to tell you something. It's probably it's probably studying your phone. And since
you don't do anything,
since apps can track your what you do on your phone, I'm pretty sure they can even track it if you're on your private history, your private search. I'm pretty sure they can. So they probably see, man, every time around 9, and this is all algorithm. This is all through the computer. It does it on. I'm pretty sure on its own, but I'm pretty sure it probably sees like around 9:30. He goes on this site.
Do you think
but he's only,
cell phones actually do that?
Yes.
Really?
But you're only on the site for 3 minutes. This guy comes quick. He needs Blue Chew. Let's pump these ads to this guy.
I saw something that your phone can hear what you're talking about, and it'll pick up. Oh, let's say I want to sign up for colleges.
Yes.
And it'll pop out probably, right?
Yes.
You'll start getting ads for a college probably, right?
Yeah. Or if you go on like Marketplace or OfferUp and you search up a car, you start getting ads for cars.
That's crazy, man. It feels like technology is starting to advance really quick.
People allow it because
it's some creepy convenient. Shit, man.
You heard that, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll get that once in a while here. It's still here. Like, honestly, once I hate being here by myself at times, but once in a while I do hear like a little. I feel like it's a basement. That's why, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I look a little, like we just heard right there, a little bunk right there. Once in a while, you know. A lot of times I just brush it off, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes I feel like maybe something's going on, you know.
Shit.
But I just brush it off. Yeah. I think we did a lot of paranormal on this one. Right now, dude. I feel like this is gonna be what would you say, a little into the supernatural episode.
Yeah.
Into the supernatural episode,
yeah,
right?
Yeah. It's a little grim.
It's a little grim. Like a grim episode, right?
Yeah. Things got grim.
Wait into October, but probably let's see, get some people that have some of the experience. Wait until October. We're gonna have a lot of episodes with the paranormal. You know, it's the October, Halloween month, and all that.
It's coming.
It's coming soon.
It's already everywhere.
We're almost at September. You know,
This
August is almost over, halfway almost.
No, it's not,
dude. The summer is gone. It's come and gone by now. We're going into September soon. You know.
Yeah.
Summer was quick this year.
I love summer.
I mean, I like spring better, but I like fall. The leaves are
fall
falling.
is nice. But it just gets so cold
Sweater
so
weather.
quick.
Sweater weather.
I like it, but it just gets so cold so fast now.
Yeah. And it just stays cold. Lately, we've been having less and less snow, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, we've been having less and less snow. I work outside,
Oh,
so I see less snow lately every year.
when it's cold, I just want to hibernate.
Yeah, exactly. The lights are going down quicker. Around 5 p.m. is already fucking dark. 5 p.m. dark.
Yep.
That's crazy. Next thing you know, when it gets dark, I get sleepy, you know?
Yeah.
So I'll be sleeping around 6, maybe 6 p.m., 7 p.m. I'll start getting sleepy like.
Yeah.
It was a nice episode right there. Little grim, little down.
A little scary shit coming up.
A little scary. Yeah.
How much time have we been on?
50 minutes now.
Oh, nice.
I just did
We've been talking about the fucking cucuy.
Yeah, we got a little distracted of our normal thing that we're gonna do.
Yeah, but
that was
it's all right.
that was the only experience I ever had, and whenever I talk about it, it's like
You still
that's
get the,
creepy,
I
man.
saw your hair stand up a little bit.
yeah,
I saw that right there.
They just went back up.
because rest in peace, she died, and when she told us the next morning,
Oh, your ex girlfriend's mom passed already.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
that was a long time.
Oh,
The last time I went to go see her, she was with the other guy, but the other guy wasn't there. But she had she had the
giggity.
the polvo. What is it called?
Oh shit, polvo.
The when
Now we're talking about
cream,
something else.
No, when they cream
Oh,
her,
yeah.
they creamed her.
Ceniza. Or,
Yeah,
ashes.
ashes.
The ashes. She was right there, and she's like, "Oh, that's that's your
Damn.
mother-in-law."
Yeah, that
RIP.
vase. What's it called?
It's skipping my mind, but urn.
The urn. Exactly, the urn.
She had her right
Ashes in
there
urn.
on the table, and then when she told me about that, I was like, "Damn, that's crazy."
There is a spiritual war, guys.
Yeah.
Even this social media stuff. If there's anything to believe paranormal, but the scariest shit we'll see is going on right in front of our eyes, man.
Exactly.
The control over our us, what we see, the ads we get, how they're just so catered to us, and there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Sometimes you almost think like you want to just like disconnect a little bit.
Can't wait to start talking more about paranormal in October.
Yep.
It's coming up. So thank you for joining us. It was very fun, man. Thank you for both of you
Hit
coming.
those
Back
like
again.
buttons, aight?
Yeah, you take
Aight.
you wanna
Hit
take
that,
us out?
Hit
Go
that
ahead.
like button and
Uh-huh.
subscribe for more of us and
The homies.
the
Come on.
homies.
pull us out. Keep going.
And we're gonna see you guys to the next episode.
What are we on? What is this called?
Oh, what is it?
Episode 5.
Episode 5
Yeah.
Of the
of the
Millennial Podcast.
Millennium Podcast.
Thank you for taking us out. Thank you very
Millennial
much.
Podcast.
Peace
Round of
out.
applause. Hold up. Round of applause right there. Right there. Good job, Junior. All right. Thank you very much. See you guys next time.